Part 3 of my video, Reply to Immortal Light. Alright, so, ultimately, that person getting put into that position could end up going ahead and being asked, hey, do this for me, regardless of the legal implications, because if you don't, I am going to go ahead and use whatever information that I ended up fabricating under false pretenses, to go ahead and try to leverage whatever I can get from you. Extortion. Alright? So ultimately, if there had been a loss of resources, or a loss of opportunity, a loss of, like, for example, if you ended up having to lose a job, if you ended up financially having to take a major hit, with ramifications that had long-lasting, implications, yeah, the person that went to go extort and exploit, they are held legally liable, alright? So, you've got coerced consent, implied consent being that there was an arrangement made that, ultimately terms had been agreed on beforehand, and, basically specific terms and conditions were put into place in order to be able to satisfy said agreement, So it's only okay under said circumstances, alright? Then there is informed consent. Informed consent is all information given forthright, even especially having documentation to make sure that the person and the individual is not in any which way misled, misdirected, no information omitted, that could end up going ahead and changing their mind or willingness to engage in such activity. So now are you understanding? Ultimately, that person that ended up getting misled, they are not the guilty party. If anything, in that case, they're just the useful idiot that got taken advantage of because somebody ended up going ahead and putting them in a compromising situation in an attempt for personal enrichment. So, now do you understand how the law ends up going ahead and holding the person liable that coerced consent, by misrepresentation, So that's not a pedophile. That is somebody that was misled by a child.